Okay, let's talk Tesla again. I know I just got rid of my Tesla and I don't need another Tesla, but this is not so much about me buying a Tesla as it is you buying a Tesla or someone else buying a Tesla. So, someone commented the other day and mentioned how Tesla has their Model 3 so deeply discounted right now, and it's very enticing that they were considering buying a Tesla. And I was like, okay, they are definitely deeply discounted. If you custom order, it's normal price. But if you look at their inventory, these are cars that are on the ground right now, and we can sort by price. You can get the cheapest base Model 3 for $37,940, plus it qualifies for the $7,500 federal tax credit. So you're looking at $30,440 out the door. That's pretty good. um, and then any other incentives that you may qualify for. I don't depends on your state. Don't lease. Don't ever lease because it says lease $398. Don't do that. But even if you paid, a loan, if you got a loan, you put your 4,500 down, 72 months. Okay, that's probably a bad idea also, but 577 a month really isn't that bad. Probably wouldn't do 72 months. So let's talk about the pros and cons of nearly 4,000 off Model 3s. Now we can go ahead and compare that. Model Y, yeah, they're a little discounted here, but most of them are not discounted. And we can, they're already sorted. Okay, sorted high, low. So $1,000 off. It's probably not the time of the time of the quarter to buy a car because these are not $1,000 off. They're like $500 off. And we're not in September yet. September will be the end of the quarter, and then they're going to start doing bigger, deeper discounts. If you're patient and you don't want to wait, rather, if you're patient and you can wait, it's fine. Just wait because right now is probably not the best time to buy one. Model X, yep, those have been discounted for quite a while. Those are some pretty good prices, and that's the new red. I love it. But then again, you're still paying 93K for a car, so yeah. Model S is kind of the same deal. They are also discounted, pretty deep discounts, but it's all about what you want. Most people are not looking at S's and they're not looking at X's. They're looking at 3 and Y. Y, Y is not really worth it right now. Discounts aren't that big. 3, 4 grand almost. 3,500 off of sticker. That's pretty good. 35 plus 75 tax credit could be a pretty good little chunk of money. Let's talk about why and why not. So as you know, Tesla's coming out with the new Highland model, or you may not know, it's not officially announced by Tesla, but there have been leaks being seen everywhere, and that's why they're trying to get rid of their inventory. Pretty much, Highland is coming. We don't really know when it could come. I mean, they could drop it next week, or they could wait till September, but it's supposed to be in this quarter. So that's why they're discounting their cars. They're trying to get rid of these older cars so that when they do drop the new design, they won't have a hard time getting rid of all the inventory they've got left. So pretty much every one of these is deeply discounted if you take a look. You can find pretty much anything you want and get it right now. Downsides, obviously, the Highland, but also these models still do not have uh, hardware 4. Hardware 4 was not fitted on the Model 3. All Model Ys now do come with hardware 4, but the Model 3s do not. Now, hardware 4, is it going to change anything about the vehicle? No. If you have full self-driving and all that, it's still going to operate the same. The main difference you're going to notice is the quality in cameras because hardware 4 is a higher quality camera. The picture tends to look better when you review your recordings and things. So, to me, hardware 4 is definitely worthwhile to wait. And there's 2 good reasons that I would wait. But let's say you're not really into all that. You don't really care about the technology. You want a Tesla. These are very, very solid cars. There's no reason not to. If you're not huge on waiting for Highland, I mean, Hardware 4 is not even that big of a deal. Highland is the big deal. If you're not even that worried about waiting on Highland, or you don't have to have the latest, greatest, you could save a good chunk of money on a Model 3 right now. I mean, there's the base, cheapest spec you can get. 41,240 is the normal price. 37,940. You can take, if you want, wide interior, which is something I would definitely do. So here's your cheapest wide interior, 39,180. That's a pretty dang good price. And if you want to go long range, they have one with wide interior. You start narrowing it down, you're gonna not get as many options. But there's your long range options. They're both white. And then your performance options, they got a few of those. What if we did performance with wide interior? Yep, okay, so we got 3 of those. 2 are white. And then this one actually doesn't look like it's discounted at all, so that's cool. But this one's discounted, and this one's not. So, and that's the other thing. I think performance, and I could be wrong. No, I think I am. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. It's the Model Y that's still not getting matrix headlights, which I don't understand that. But Model 3 on all models does get the matrix headlights, which is something I like. And yeah, so there's your base rear-wheel drive with a wide interior, cheapest one, $39,180. That's pretty good. It's still pretty good. So if you were thinking about it, now's probably a good time for a Model 3, unless you just want to wait out for that Highland model. But don't expect no 4,000 off sticker when the Highland comes out. You may still get the federal tax credit for now. I've seen a lot of people talking about Model Ys lately, and especially the standard range. So not the long range, which I don't even think we have any of those right now in inventory, but because I'm sorting low to high. But I'm not entirely sold on that either. Let me go over here and look at it as a new one. I'm not entirely sold on the standard range Model Y. It doesn't actually say standard range. It just says Model Y. Still all-wheel drive, but you're looking at about a 279 mile range, 135 top speed, versus your long range, which has a 330 mile range. And of course, performance just blows it out of the water. 5 second, 4.8 second. So it's basically the same thing. The deal is they're using a different type of battery, and yeah, it's supposed to be the future, but it really hasn't had any long-term testing, and I don't want to be the test dummy for it. If I was going to buy a Y, it would probably be a long range. And then if you look, you're only 4,000 off from going performance. Performance not only gives you the long range, or, you know what I mean. You still get long range. You get the same battery pack for both of them. It not only gives you better acceleration, faster top speed, you lose a little in the range, but you're also getting your bigger wheels, which is, something you'd have to pay for. And the biggest one to me is the matrix headlights. You'll look here on the standard range, the headlight looks like that. On the long range, the headlight looks the same. On the performance, it's different. It's different because it's matrix. And I'm sold on matrix. That is the one for me. Also, white is now a cost and gray is free. They did this a year ago, and they're doing it again. So now gray is the free color. Personally, I like my red car, but I wouldn't rule out other colors because all colors are good in my opinion. So let's do a little comparison. Say I want a blue one, performance. I like my wide interior, so let's do that. We are at 56,490. Now, let's jump back down to the long range, but I want the bigger wheels, wide interior, 54,490. So for $2,000 more, you upgrade to the performance, you get even bigger wheels, you get red brake calipers. I mean, there's a whole bunch of reasons, in my opinion, not to take a long range over a performance, but whatever. And your major headlights. That's a big one for me. Anyway, just want to talk about Tesla. I do still have a Tesla. I just, don't drive it very often. And so, with that in mind, my referral link is in the description. If there's any chance that you find my videos helpful, consider using my link when ordering one. There are incentives for both of us. You'll get some too. And it's really useful. So, I mean, I've only gotten maybe a handful of referrals since I bought my first Tesla. And yeah. I mean, I've benefited from it, but all the benefits are gone. So if anybody wants to buy one, and we're still looking at July through August for delivery. So like I say, I think things are probably going to get better towards September. They'll start doing some sales. You'll get actually right now, I think if you use my referral link, which is in the description again, they'll give you 3 months of full self-driving for free. So, I mean, there are things that they add, but I strongly believe that around September, they're going to start offering something else. Maybe the first 3 months of supercharging or something. I don't know. They were doing that for a while. I don't think they're still doing that. So yeah, around September, I'd say they're probably going to do 3 free months of supercharging with all their models. So yeah, up to you. If you want it now and you can't wait, it's never been a better time to order. But if you're patient and you want to wait, September, you're probably going to save a little bit. Not much, but would it be worth waiting 2 months? I don't know. Up to you.